Okay, so Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury just released for the Switch, and that leaves us with the question of what's next for the mainline 3D Mario series. And yes, I know, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury literally just released yesterday, and I'm already over here talking about what the next 3D Mario games will be. But anyways, in this video, I'm just going to be talking about whether or not we'll even get another 3D Mario game or games for the Switch, and what games I think they'll even be. Let me know in the comments what your hopes are for the next 3D Mario game, and with all that said, let's start the video. Alright, so to start the video off, I'm just going to take a look at how many 3D Mario games were released on previous Nintendo consoles. Obviously, we have the game that started it all, Super Mario 64 released on the N64. On the GameCube, Super Mario Sunshine released, then on the Wii, not one but two brand new 3D Mario games were released, with those being Mario Galaxy 1 and Mario Galaxy 2. Along with the Galaxy games, you could also play Mario Sunshine on the Wii, so that technically means there were 3 3D Mario games on the Wii, with only 2 of them being entirely new. Super Mario 64 DS was available on the DS, and I don't really know if this counts as an entirely new 3D Mario game or not, but for the sake of this video, I'll be saying it does. And then the 3DS just had one brand new game, with that being 3D Land. However, you could still play Mario 64 DS on the 3DS if you really wanted to. Super Mario 3D World was the only brand new 3D Mario game for the Wii U, but all the games that I previously mentioned other than 3D Land and Mario 64 DS were available on the Wii Shop for the Wii U. Finally, for the Switch, we have 2 brand new 3D Mario games, with those being Super Mario Odyssey and technically Bowser's Fury, as it's being marketed as a new game and not just a side note. Now, seeing as each Nintendo system receives either 1 or 2 brand new 3D Mario games on average, there is a decent chance that we won't even see another brand new 3D Mario game for the system, which would really suck, but that just might be the way it ends up going. Then on the other hand, seeing as the Switch has been extremely successful, I assume Nintendo would want to capitalize off the success of the system, and release games that will sell extremely well. And on top of that, seeing as the PS5 and Xbox Series X recently released, the only way Nintendo will be able to compete with them is through releasing heavy-hitting games, so basically 3D Mario games. So seeing as the possibility for more 3D Mario games on the Switch is still there, I'm now going to be talking about what I think the next 1 or 2 3D Mario games might actually be. As soon as people think of what the next 3D Mario game for the Switch will be, majority of people turn to either Super Mario 3D Land or Mario Galaxy 2, and I think one of them has a possibility of coming to the Switch, while the other one probably won't come to the Switch. Alright, so I started off with 3D Land from the 3DS. This was the first ever game that I actually bothered 100%ing, and so it has a special place in my heart. But anyways, seeing as 3D Land released for the 3DS, I doubt that it will come to the Switch for 2 main reasons, with the first being that 3D Land is much cheaper than every other 3D Mario game. The cheaper price tag would only become a problem if the game were to come to the Switch, as Nintendo being Nintendo probably wouldn't want to release a Mario game from any series that isn't full price, and if Nintendo were to raise the price to make 3D Land sell for $80, it would just be such a shitty move and Nintendo fans would go fucking berserk. And I know Nintendo have done some very anti-consumer things in the past, but I reckon that would just be way too far. Also, seeing as 3D World is essentially the superior version of 3D Land, and 3D World just released, it doesn't really make too much sense for the game to come to the Switch, as it's just a Walmart 3D World, which is the second reason why I think the 3D Land won't end up on the Switch. Alrighty, moving on. I reckon Galaxy 2 actually has a good chance of releasing for the Switch, as for one, it's the only 3D Mario game from a Nintendo system that isn't a handheld that hasn't been ported to the Switch, meaning they could sell the game on the Switch for that sweet $80 or $60 if you're in the US. As well as that, no one would really be pissed if Galaxy 2 were to be ported to the Switch, as it's just a great game, and so it would be a win-win situation. We get a great game for the Switch, and Nintendo make a fuck ton of money. Everyone's happy. Now, I just spoke about the 2 3D Mario games that haven't been ported over to the Switch yet, and so now I'll be talking about what I think will be the brand new 3D Mario game if we do actually end up getting one for the Switch. Super Mario Odyssey released back in October of 2017, and to this day many people would consider it to be not only the best game for the Switch, but the best Mario game of all time. At the time of me making this video, Odyssey is currently the 6th best-selling game on the Switch, selling over 20 million copies. So it's safe to say that this game was a huge success, and so seeing a sequel for Odyssey on the Switch is something that will probably happen. Odyssey 2 would sell just as well, or if not even better than Odyssey did, as a lot more people own a Nintendo Switch now compared to the amount of people that owned a Nintendo Switch in October of 2017. Also, there are just so many possibilities for new kingdoms and characters that I think it would just be a waste of potential if Odyssey didn't get a sequel, whether that sequel is on the Switch or on a future Nintendo system. And with all that said, it's the end of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more Nintendo content, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.